Hey there guys, and welcome back to another Planet Coaster 2 kind of like news video. So excited to get into this today. Hope you guys were all able to check out Frontier Unlocked, Unleashed, whatever, Frontier Direct. I'm so excited. I got to see so many of you guys in there, but what I think you all care about was we got to see real-time footage of Planet Coaster 2. Yes, we got the Planet Coaster 2 deep dive. So, what we get to talk about is a ton of different stuff from the Frontier Unlocked. Let's talk about pathing updates first, because I feel like that was a huge moment in the chat when everyone saw like, oh, what's his name playing with the path tool? I don't know, it was just so crazy. But yeah, the pathing tool did get a real revamp. So what specifically about the paths got reworked? Well, pretty much everything about how you make them. We now have the ability to put down stamped gridded pieces, which is going to be really cool. Hopefully if I edit this and it's not too late in the day, I have to go to my job in a little bit, but hopefully if it's not too late, I could do some funky editing. But basically we could stamp down pieces, which is really awesome. But what I think everyone cares about is the fact that we can make huge plazas with the free draw tool. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be so awesome to see. So there's also the standard mode too, which is like the classic mode that we currently have in Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster. Elevated paths will also make their return. There was even an option to elevate your paths. What I noticed on the options menu as well for the pathing tool was the fact that we can overlay paths with other ones. So let's just say in case if you want to make like a really cool area in the middle of your park that has like a spiral right in the middle with a certain path, you could do that. You just need to tick that little button on and then you can do it. It's going to be so cool. What I think I am so excited for is the fact that paths are now flexi color. Yes, I think the stone path that we saw had 4 different flexi color channels, which it's pretty on brand with Frontier. 4 is about the maximum for flexi color slots, so it's to be expected. So that's going to be really awesome. The fact that we will be able to finally break free of custom pathing. I know that was a huge thing. Like, oh my gosh, my build looks the same as Joe Schmo's over there. How do I make it look different? Oh, I'll just make an entirely custom path. Nope, we don't even need to do that anymore. We could just do simple recolored paths, which is going to be so awesome, so helpful. In case if you guys have ever played JWE, Jurassic World Evolution, JWE 2, Prehistoric Kingdom, that's pretty much how the paths will function, less so like PK, because I know they can go off the gridded line and stuff like that. They could actually go on custom paths, which is not how it's going to be in Planet Coaster 2, unfortunately, but it's still very interesting. I don't know, I'm so excited. The other part of paths that I really want to talk about is the fact that they can be blueprinted. Yeah, so included in your blueprints, we're going to talk about blueprints a lot in this video. But because the fact that we are now able to include paths in our blueprints, that's just gonna change the game entirely. Planet Zoo, Planet Coaster, we can do blueprints in both of those games, but we could never include paths in the blueprints. And that was always such a really annoying thing to deal with, especially like, I know there are reptile houses that are on the top of the workshop. I know there are like coasters with designed queues on the top of the workshop too, and it's like, yeah, you can place down everything around the queue, but you can never place the queue. Now you can place the queue or the plaza or whatever else you build, the entire pool plaza if you wish. Really awesome stuff. I'm super excited to see what that is going to be like how you include what paths are actually in the blueprint and stuff. But even on the subject of blueprints and rides and pools, we can put them directly onto those same paths. We were able to see them do a little bit of that in the little deep dive today. It was so freaking awesome, because now we don't need to worry about collision with paths anymore. Well, I'm sure we still need to worry just a little bit about that, but I'm so excited for that, because it's gonna mean that there's so much more room for flexibility, possibility, and just all this different theming that you can put into your parks. I don't know, it's just so exciting. And since we're on the subject of placing down rides and stuff, we saw a little bit bit of that today. We saw that flat rides can be customized and blueprinted, which was really cool. And it was really interesting to learn about because I've been playing a little bit of Planet Coaster recently just to like get into the groove, like kind of figure out how to make a park like that. And I had no idea that you couldn't like preset and make blueprints for your flat rides. So that was kind of weird, but now you can. So that's gonna be really freaking cool. I don't know. We saw like this really cool drop splash. Like, I don't know. What did they call it? They called it the monsoon chute, and it was just, I don't know. It was really cool. It's like it drops down into the water and it makes a big splash. Very, very on brand for the whole pools and like water parks thing they have going on. I don't know, pretty damn cool. I keep forgetting the fact that you all haven't like seen any of these cool features yet, like actually in person, so it was honestly kind of cool to see your reactions to it, because we were only able to report out on it before. I don't know, it's kind of cool. Besides that, seemingly new support system for specific rides. So it seems like there are kind of like reinvigorations or remasters to how those supports can actually be generated from a ride, which is going to be really cool. I know definitely in my parks that I want to build, I want to have custom support, but if this new system kind of eliminates the need for that and automatically does realistic ones, I won't complain at all. That'll actually be quite welcome. Thinking on other stuff that we saw, you saw the new features for pools. Pools are just really, really cool. They showed a little bit of like the actual pool system, the tube system specifically, where if a guest is going down a slide in a tube, the tube disappears once they reach the end, which, listen, people are going to complain about that. People are going to complain about regardless. Someone was saying that this is just a glorified DLC when look at all this stuff. It is not. This is a lot of shit. But it just makes sense to have a item disappear once you actually reach a point where I guess doesn't need that item anymore. Like in terms of game coding, you don't want to make like, oh, here's the return for the tubes and stuff like that. Just make that out of small pieces. You'll be fine. I don't know. That's weird. But yeah, I'm trying to think of other stuff with pools. Rather, like, I don't know. I'm so excited. We got to see a little bit of the wave pool. No one was using it, which was kind of weird, but that's about it. Other things of note, I'm trying to think. No hotels. That was weird, especially how we have a whole hotel theme, but no actual hotels. I could see that as an update 1.0, 1.1 kind of thing. Like, oh, here's everything you need to make your perfect hotel, and then they expand on that system a little bit. But I mean, that's kind of standard for most Frontier games. I mean, think back to Planet Coaster and how they had the billboard system. We didn't get billboards until 5 updates into Planet Zoo, and I know some people might say, oh, they had to rework it from the ground up. I don't really think they had to do that. But, you know, just give them time. They'll come eventually, and it's just part of that same on, like, the rolling out process for games. You see it with Stardew Valley, you see it with Animal Crossing New Horizons, when we had that being supported for, you know, only a year. Yeah. But yeah, no hotels, which is a little bit of a shame and a little bit weird because we got a hotel theme. Coasters now have in-game manufacturers. My buddy Tricoar actually found this one out. It's kind of funny. They actually have in-universe manufacturers, which is kind of fun. So they're kind of plays on words for the actual coaster manufacturers in real life. The Thuzies are going to get a blast out of this. We have like Kingdom Isle has a Woody, Grand Coasters Worldwide has a Woody, Big M's Rides has a Splash Coaster, Automax has the sit-down 4-seater coaster. I don't know, it's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. I always love when Frontier does stuff like this, like builds up the in-universe lore. I thought that was so cool. And in this little screenshot too, we could see like all the other coaster types. I think it's not really a surprise that we're getting all of this. So we get like the chain lift, we got the launch alternative lift, which I think is going to be kind of like a reverses back on itself and then it gets launched forward, kind of like a boomerang coaster, I think. We got suspended coasters, Woodies, winged coasters, water coasters, and we also get special coasters coasters, which I'm so excited. Always love the weird coasters. I don't know. I always have like a special part in my heart for those. So yeah, I'm trying to think of other stuff too. We got to see like new pieces, which I think is going to be really funky. So we get font pieces right from the start in day one. So you can see that the Twisted coaster, Twisted Arc, is actually made out of in-game font pieces, which I believe that might be the Noto font. It might be something else, but that's going to be really helpful, especially for people coming from Planet Zoo who are used to the small piece building style where we make things out of smaller things, and that's basically how we work in the Zoo game. So I'm very excited to see what people actually do with that. I'm trying to consult my list. Cloud sharing past the park, as they kind of call it. You'll be able to play with your console friends if you're a PC player, and vice versa. You'll be able to save it to the cloud once you're done building, and then your friends can pop right into the file. This is always like such an issue for me whenever I build in Zoo with other people. It's like, oh, now I gotta upload it to the workshop. Oh, buddy, could you work on this? Oh, shoot, I forgot to add it to the workshop. I guess you're gonna have to wait until I come home. Then I come home, and then I forget to upload it, and the cycle goes on and on and on. Now it's gonna eliminate the need for that altogether. All I gotta do is save the park, which half the time I remember to do. So that's gonna be really cool. Franchise mode is coming to Planet Coaster 2, which is gonna be really, really fun. Planco fans, franchise mode is basically you start your own franchise, and then you compete and try and get on the leaderboards for the best park. That's gonna be really fun. You'll be able to collaborate with other creators and players and friends as well, so that's going to be really cool to see. And back to the past the park kind of stuff too. There will be no Oswald meter for the PC players. However, if you do want to build with your console friends and console players, unfortunately, you still have the Oswald meter. PC Master Race, baby. What else did I forget? I think I did see transfer tracks was mentioned. I'm like scrolling through the Bronation chat right now. So that's going to be really awesome. There are like a bunch of really cool elements that people were able to find. We got to see the new mascots, which were absolutely adorable. Really, if you guys are watching this video, take the time to watch back the actual Frontier Live itself, because it was so cool. I don't know. It's just awesome. And the fact that you guys can actually watch it back, we can all watch it back, is going to be great, because we were not allowed to for the other one. Other things, like really, really minor things, the water looks fantastic. Oh my gosh. The fact that you can split your camera above and below water is going to make for some insane screenshots. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. But yeah, that's really about it that I wanted to cover. There's a million other things that I didn't even get the chance to cover, but I wanted to do a quick video on this, just showcase like my top takeaways from this, talk about things that, you know, you might have missed or something like that. I don't know how you could have missed it. You probably do. I don't know. If you guys want to check out other creators on this subject, I'm sure John T will upload something. I know Rudy will absolutely upload millions of videos going over all this specific stuff. So go check out their channels for that retrospective stuff. But very excited to get into this. They're going to be at Gamescom, I guess. So if you're German or around Germany and you want to go play this early, go to Gamescom, I guess. I don't have that luxury since I am an American and I have an American job. I have several American jobs and I won't be able to make it to Germany for August. Fortunately, it's not in the cards. But I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let me know what you're most excited for down below in the comments. Very excited to see what everyone's takeaway is from this. And I can't wait to see you all in the next video. Take care and have the most wonderful of wonderful days. Bye-bye now, y'all.